What's up, Marley? Yeah. What's up, guys? Another day in the Matrix. You already know. There we go. God damn it! I gotta make more day videos. It's just such a different vibration. And plus, during the day, the camera has a feature where it'll automatically detect your face. So literally, it keeps me in the frame. That's why at night I have to like fucking struggle and fix my frame because it doesn't do it. But anyway. Hope your guys' morning, day, night, whatever the hell is going good. You already know. Just remember not to settle as long as you're not settling and you are doing what you want to do every day, leading you to your best outcome, your best reality. That's what matters. That is what matters. Fuck what everyone else says or what everyone thinks that you should do. Don't listen to that. Most people aren't happy because they did what everyone else wanted them to do, what their parents wanted them to do. They never did what they wanted to do. And then they're having midlife crisis because they think, oh, what if I would have just done this and that and listened to myself? You know what I mean? It's better to be proud of yourself than to be mad at yourself that you never took the chance, that you never took the risk. You know, screw those thoughts in our ego that says, what if it doesn't work? What if, I'm not credible enough? I've been through that. But then you got to remember that the higher part of you is the one that even gave you that vision in the first place. It doesn't matter. There's going to be people that resonate with you. There's going to be people that don't. That's just how it is. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It's the universe's way of making room for what is for you and what isn't. So as long as you're doing you and you're doing things that make you feel more of you naturally, everything's going to align to you that is for you naturally, It's all a reflection dynamic. Last time over here in this area, there was dogs, like a whole bunch of dogs just coming towards this fence. And I got sketched because I didn't know if there was some opening that I didn't know about, so I had to dip. So I'm hoping that that's not like that. So I'm going to walk carefully. But it is what it is. But I'm enjoying life, and as you guys should too. That's just the whole point of this human experience. Enjoy every moment of it. There is no rush. There's a lot of people that are still like that. I used to be like that. Just so much in a rush to get from point A to point B. But you're never really content or enjoying the present moment for doing that. Like, what's the point? There is no rush. There was this dude that I saw saying everyone's in their big metal boxes, right? Their cars, in a fuss, in a hurry to go to point A to point B. What's the joy in that? Life is and should be ecstasy. It's a joy to be alive. And I live by that every day because it truly is. I mean, seriously, take a walk, take a gander. You're going to see everyone in their big metal boxes just in a rush. Not enjoying this now. Just, not everyone's like that, but the majority of the unconscious collective is, and it's sick. It's what it is, You can't really save everyone, if you will, but as long as you know, you know. And that's the point of this video, is just to enjoy everything. Do what brings you happiness. Do what brings you the most excitement. Because I'm telling you, once you get to a certain point in your spirituality, you really realize that this physical world is an illusion. It's not all that is. As above, so below. So as it is in your head, it will be in physical form, in physical reality. So the more you focus on your connection with yourself, your spiritual self, you bring that energy and call your energy back with your own inner being. You fucking meditate, feel your heart chakra, feel the breathing, feel your whole essence, your vibes. And really bring all your energy from out there to here. You start to see that everything is a reflection, a mirror, reality, right? As above, so below. And you start to see that everyone who's focused on separation, fear, I am not worthy, just ego, chasing, they're focused on the outside. So they're not having that connection with their own inner being. So they're keeping that disconnection from their higher self, their true self, and they're connected with their ego, their mind. And the mind, the ego, is attached to the physical. But the true, real you, the soul, knows that the physical is only a mirror. It's an illusion. And a lot of people who are focused on drama, toxic stuff, fear, separation, and, no peace, all that in their head, They're all in their head thinking and thinking, because where awareness goes, energy flows. So they're thinking about the past. They're perceiving fear. They're perceiving of anxiety, separation, drama. As above, so below. If they're only focused on that in their head, what are they going to get reflected back to them in physical reality below? They're going to get exactly what they're thinking of. So as above, so below. If they're focusing on anxiety and negative low frequencies, as above, so below. Below the physical form will only reflect that to them, because above their head, they're focused on lower vibrations. So as above, so below, they're only going to get that reflected to them. So when you focus on that, and when you really realize that it's all connected, right? The outside world and the inside world come together through meditation, Ellen Watts even said, because it's all one thing, because as above, so below. So when you focus on the interconnectivity of all things and that connection within yourself, feeling the love, unconditional love, feeling the just following your purpose, feeling the bliss, feeling the love that is within everything, feeling the connectivity of everything. There is no separation. Focusing on love, peace, and not lower vibrations such as separation, fear. Focusing on optimism, excitement, all that. Where awareness goes, energy flows. So if you're putting your awareness to focusing on good things to come, focusing on the light, focusing on excitement, reality will reflect that to you. As long as above, so below, as in your head, as you are more peaceful within yourself, more happy within yourself. Because no peace, no happiness comes from the outside. It's all the inside. So when you really made that connection, that realization, the physical reality will only reflect that to you. Because as above, so below. I'm gonna keep saying that. So it's in your consciousness. I'm telling you guys, I've been there, done that. Everything I talk about, it's just what I've been through, all that I've learned, and all these epiphanies I've gotten. No happiness, no peace comes from out there. It all comes from within. It comes from you doing your purpose, from you following your excitement, doing the things that you love, and all of these things which only lead you to your higher self, which only lead you to come to understand yourself at a deeper level. You know what I mean? A lot of us cling to this one little way of being, doing the same shit over and over again, not allowing ourselves to grow and expand further, not going within ourselves to see what else we have to offer. Not just focusing on one area in your life, focus on other areas of your life and build those areas too. Sorry. As the more you focus on doing whatever it is that you love, you build that momentum, you make space and allow for newer things to come. But it's all connected. So if you're focusing on the abundance you already have, you're focusing on your purpose and doing the things that bring you happiness and excitement and peace, reality will only reflect more of that. And it will bring you more scenarios and opportunities, synchronicities, whatever, that will reflect and that are more aligned with what you're doing. Because it's the energy that you're embodying currently that is what you're going to get in physical reality. So as long as you're peaceful within yourself, you're in your own inner being, you found that connection with yourself, you self-love, and you're thinking peaceful thoughts, high vibe thoughts, because as above, so below, and where energy, awareness goes, energy flows, whatever, you will only get more so reflected back to whatever it is of the energy that you're embodying. So embody peaceful, high vibes. That's why meditation's important, to get yourself to a high state of consciousness, to heal your subconscious mind from the past traumatic experiences. Because we grow up around our parents, whatever, and it was passed down from their parents. And if our parents or whoever we're growing up around, we're always focused on the negative stuff, the lower vibrational state of consciousness, whatever, they're focused on the solidity of things. And then once you awaken out of that illusion, you begin to be in your own frame of reality. You see what I mean? It's not that that's what reality was. That's what they thought reality was. It's not solid. It's not set in stone. And you see that. And so you start to live with your own truth. You do it for you. And you play the game of life. You have fun with it. You see what it has to offer. And the more you're having fun with the moment and yourself and this experience, the more you allow space for the universe to bring you more things to even experience of, because you're not putting resistance on it. Oh, look it! There's a birdie. Marley sees it. I don't know what kind of bird that is. It's a big one. I always see this guy whenever I'm vlogging. I want to say it's a spirit animal. Majestic. Very majestic. Hold on, let me do that. That's so cute. If you let me know in the comments, says the YouTubers be like, if you know what kind of bird that is. I don't know. It's a very beautiful bird. Is it? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty. Anywho, I think it's like my spirit guide being like, hey, good job, you're doing your shit. Because every time I do my vlogs here, okay, maybe it's because he lives in the area, but every time I do my vlogs in this area, it's like I see him or her. You never know. You know, it's 2025. Freaking, so. Did you just assume my gender? No, I didn't know. I'm sorry. That's not my pronouns. All this shit is so funny. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's almost like a sign seeing that bird every time, like I'm on the right path. Look at that. The way it's walking, it's just like, the way it's walking with its head out like that. It's so cool. Look at him. Is it a crane? I don't know. But yeah, anywho, as long as you're doing you, you're playing your game the way you want it to be played, not listening to the outside. Because only you know what it is you should do, not anyone else, not anything separate from you. Damn it. Sorry, I think I swallowed another stupid fly. Ugh. Anyway, my mom texted me, sorry. Hey! You scared the fucker away, man. Careful. Sorry. Marley, be nice, bro. What are you barking at? He's like, I've never seen this shit. Marley, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? You just wanna play or what? If you had the chance, you just chase him, and then he'd fly away. Be a good borker. He's just watching us, and then the dog is just watching him. Or her, I don't know. Such a pretty bird, though. Very majestic. Marley just taking notes, like, yeah, I'm watching you. Look at him. Sorry, Mr. Crane. I think it's a crane. Hey. He's literally looking at us. Anyways. I'm also just making sure there's no opening. I don't see the dogs, so we're chilling, but... Anywho. Only you know what you gotta do. Only you know. So just listen to yourself and do it. And then you'll feel more happy every time. And you follow that happiness. It builds momentum. You follow that happiness, and that's only a message from your higher self, the real you, saying, yes, this is it. Keep going. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You're on the right timeline, whatever. There's infinite timelines you could take, but you feel good, and it feels right when you're doing whatever it is you're supposed to be. So it's like, yes, you're on this optimal timeline that leads to an optimal reality, whatever. It's going to be good. Why do I always swallow flies, bro? I'm sorry. God damn it. I need water. I'm going to have to do that when I go back. Ew. It's because where I'm walking, there's so many gnats. And I don't see it. So it's just, ugh. But I just wanted to make another... I'm always making videos every day. You know what I mean? That's how it be. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope what I say resonates. I always say you can only perceive the vibration you are of. So it's like, obviously, if you're watching, then you're of this vibration. Fucking Marley, bro. I really hope I can get monetized because I keep saying the F word. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a bad thing. A lot of people say that shit. Like, come on. You be flying away. No. Frickin', my friend's calling. Can't do that right now. I'm making a video. But yeah, nothing. Whatever you search for is all within you already. What you seek, search. What you seek, seeks you. You don't lack anything. So as long as you keep chasing the outside when it's an illusion, you're just gonna keep being disconnected from yourself, and then you're obviously not gonna have that happiness. But it's like, you know what it is that you gotta do that'll bring you this happiness. Stop entertaining self-destructive thoughts, patterns, actions. Do the things that bring you peace and love. So like chasing your dreams, doing the stuff that you love to do, create as long as you're creating. Because obviously if you're gonna keep consuming and consuming, you're gonna drain yourself. That's not what we're here to be. That's not what we're supposed to be. The people who are the most successful in the world figured out the equation. It's creation over consumption. So create. That's what we are. We're creators. Everything was created. This camera was created. The phone that you're using was created to even want, you know what I mean? It all started somewhere, so just do something different. Damn, bro. Look at him. Fucking Marley. Yeah, fly away over there, buddy. Why, buddy? Be nice to the birdies. Anywho, and I promise you, you'll be thankful. You'll pat yourself on the back. Like, I'm so glad I listened to myself. And the momentum, like I said, will build and carry itself. And you just follow your heart. The real you, the heart consciousness, right? The heart chakra. 5D. You know what you gotta do. Just keep going. And it's like, even me, I've noticed my reality. It's like I went to a whole different timeline. Duh, I did. I'm pure. I don't know. What the fuck? I'm stumbling. I could feel that reality is being reflected back to me differently. I feel differently. I feel higher vibes, higher thoughts because I made this conscious shift to chase my dreams, to embody this version of me. It's always existed. But now I'm doing this version of me, creating my music, creating my videos, coding, rather than just staying stagnant and playing video games. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And doing so, because you feel differently, people will, it's all a reflection of reality, right? So people will treat you differently based on that change that you made subconsciously. So it's like, you want to be treated differently, you got to find that interconnectivity with yourself. You got to focus on the connection with yourself. Self-love. Do the things that you love. Reality will treat you differently. You will feel differently, and then people will treat you differently because you treating yourself differently because you're doing what you love, and that's a contagious energy that people want to be around. Just you being you, doing the things that you love, high vibe. You know, you want to attract everyone that's for you. You want people to treat you differently. Again, you have to treat yourself differently because reality is truly a mirror. And I promise, just by you doing that every day, you'll gradually see the change and how reality is treating you differently. You'll see how much everyone is treating you differently. Just because you chose to have self-love and chase your dreams and treat yourself differently, it all starts with you. The universe, right? Everything is you. It's in the word, universe. So you want you to treat you different, you have to treat you different. That's so funny. This is right in our faces. I love you guys. I love you. This shit funny. Namaste, lady has a motherfucking titty. And I hope I can still get money. I gotta do some work because I say I just an inside joke I've always said, like ever since I was young. So that's why I say it. As a motherfucking titty. I'm pretty sure I can get monetized, right? I better be able to. But anywho, I love you guys. Until the next video, which is tomorrow. Just let it sink in, let it simmer what I've been saying. Life is good. It's gonna be okay. Life's what you make it, obviously. You're in control. I'm telling you, you're in control. Because the moment I started making these videos, doing the things that I've been trying to do my whole life, my dreams, I feel great. I feel better. There will be no time for you to be sad or stressed because You're building that momentum, and every day, every moment, you're doing the things that you love, that you're passionate about. So you will have no time to be stressed or sad, because you have shit to do. You know what I mean? You're gonna be sad and depressed and stressed, whatever, if you're just stagnant. It's your avatar, your body, saying, stop playing this part. We got shit to do. Jim Carrey even said it. Depression is your avatar saying it's tired of playing the same part. It wants different. So listen to your body. Listen to yourself. Make the shift, and you will feel better and proud of yourself, rather than being mad at yourself for not doing it. You know what I mean? Okay. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Say bye, Marley. Say, yeah.